Morning.
Morning. All right, let's get started. What's up, guys? Christian here from Cruzwell Manufacturing. Welcome to the compound. Today we're going to be making some much needed upgrades to the shop. I'm going to be making some stands for some pieces of equipment, make life a little easier. We're real busy here in the shop, so instead of having clutter on the benches, we're going to try to put some things on some stands. So I've got a few pieces of equipment here I've been meaning to make stands for. I've got a little sheet metal brake for doing little detail stuff when doing some metal work here, a Beverly shear, and a press. And today's objective is to make some pedestal style stands for them so that they can kind of hang out by the wall and just kind of stand alone. So I called a friend of mine a few weeks ago who works on bigger trucks, and I said next time he does a brake job where he replaces the brake drums to save them for me, because they're huge and they'll make perfect bases to make stands for all this stuff. So he called me and I picked up a few, so I'll show you. Come on, let's go. So these are the brake drums I was talking about. They weigh a ton, so they'll make a perfect base for these pedestal stands. So let's get them inside the shop. So here I have all the pieces I cut out on the CNC plasma ready to go. These are the flanges that'll bolt to our brake drums. We're gonna measure the height we want all these pieces of equipment at, so we can cut the tubes down to size. And this is what everything is gonna sit on, so let's get started. So I'm digging out some scrap pieces of pipe and tubing that I'll use to make these things, and we'll probably have to cut out some gussets. So let's take some measurements. show should be called. Just bloopers. All right. Starting to look like something. Okay, that's gonna be bigger hardware. I'm glad everything lined up. It's a good fit. I don't think we're gonna paint it. I think there's enough stuff flying through the air in here to where either let the earth take it back or it'll get a nice coat of grease one way or another. Okay. All right, there's one. This is the third one that we're putting together, and I knew I was gonna have to make some kind of a gusset for this one. I even offset the piece of pipe to the back so that once I do some kind of reinforcement in the front, it'd be a little more stable. So we're gonna go ahead and cut out a couple of gussets and weld them in, and then we'll have a functional press. Also, what the CNC plasma cutter does, it leaves a bunch of slag on here, so you really got to clean it off to get a nice weld, so you don't have any problems with porosity or anything like that. So we'll go ahead and get these welded on. Strengthen this guy up because you can see it's kind of flimsy, and when you put pressure on it, you pull down. So I'm going to put some gussets in here and help reinforce the situation. That looks about good. Okay, so here we have a little scrap piece of sheet metal. I'm going to sacrifice this to demonstrate how all those machines work. So we're just going to kind of make all this a little rough. All right, let's go cut, bend, and dimple some metal. All right, so here we have our shear. As you can see, the stand works great. I'm used to having to hang this thing off the edge of a workbench and clamp it down. It actually cuts kind of nice. Normally you'd put like a long breaker bar, but this thing cuts like butter. All right, now we're gonna bend the line I drew over here. Now what's cool about this little break is if you're chopping a car and you're doing the metal work around, say the back quarter windows or back window, there's a lot of little pieces. So that's when this little guy comes in handy. Sometimes you've got to make some kind of a flange that you'll bend, shrink, stretch, whatever you got to do. So, put a 90 into that. That should work. All right. So, last but not least, let's see here. We're gonna punch this thing this way. Maybe we can fit two. Perfect. Look at that. Let's do one more. would say for a quick practice piece, you can see how convenient it is to have these things on stands. So mission accomplished. There's a few other things that I need to put on stands. A couple carts I need to make, engine run stand. So in the meantime, got a lot done for one day. So we're gonna keep on going. Well guys, we've successfully built some stands for some tools. I'm happy you guys were able to tag along. I had fun doing that. It's not very often I get to work on the shop, and so I'm glad I was able to today. I'm motivated to do more things. I've got some other things in mind. So once we get the shop all ship shape, we're gonna start working on some cars. So stay tuned, and I guess this is my time to say like, subscribe, comment, follow, all that good stuff. So we'll see you real soon. Thanks for watching.